Alright guys, welcome back to another Konosuba video. And earlier today, during the live stream when they showed off Christmas was and Darkness Are Coming, yay, they also showed off a unique weapon. So it's for the, main cast. So unfortunately Amelia doesn't get a unique weapon along with Wren. I'm pretty sure the club characters aren't going to get them. Could change moving forward, but I'm going to go over everyone's unique weapon. Very exciting. I also don't know what they are going to use for it, so keep that in mind. But they are 5 out of 5, so you can probably make them 5 times. Anyway, Amy. So she gets the life staff, which boosts her magic attack by 144 and her magic defense by 51. She also gets a 10% attack when using magic and 5% recovery skill effect, so it has 2 effects. Very, very nice. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Amy myself, so I don't really use her too much, but, anyone with eyes can see that's pretty good. So, next one, over, hang on, I gotta click on it, and then, there we go. So, Aqua, a lot of people are gonna use this one. She gets her Goddess Scepter, boosts her power attack by 138, and her power defense by 58, gives her a 5% attack when using physical attacks, and an 8% attack when using light attacks. Very good for Aqua. She's going to be hitting pretty nicely with this weapon. Also, it looks cool because it's, Aqua's weapon. Alright, Aru. I'm a big fan of this one. As you can see, my mouse cursor is right there. I pretty much screenshotted all of them. But Crimson Demon Brush moves her magical attack by 164 and her magical events by 15. And then she gets a 7% boost when using magic and dark attacks. Very nice. Aru, the 4-star, is going to go very nicely with this. Unfortunately, it's not going to get the full benefits if you are using a dark type Aru, which some of these have a problem with that, but, sometimes you gotta take the L on some stuff. Next one is Cecilie, however you say her name. Sorry if I said it wrong. Axis Scepter, which I like the description of this one because it says a rumor to boost one's chance to bring new inductees into the Axis fold. She gets a 8% attack when using magic and 5% when using water attack. She boosts her power attack by 131 and her magic attack by 142. So it boosts both of them. Not a huge fan of units who use both magic and power because it's hard to boost both, but it is what it is. At least she's getting a cool weapon for people who like her. Next up is Chris. Now Chris has a cool one because it boosts her agility by 2 and her power attack by 160. Agility, always nice. Go faster, do more damage. Speedster. Boosts her attack by 8% when using physical attacks and 32% if the enemy has a debuff. So, nope. The guy that Midsurugi mentioned this, shout out to him. Great individual. He said a debuff is not a status element, so if they're poisoned, it's not a debuff. A debuff is if their attack is lowered, their defense is lowered, something like that. When something is lowered, not when they are blinded or etc. That is status element, not a debuff. Keep that in mind. So, next up we have Cecilia? I'm terrible with names, as you can tell. Gets the Dancing Scepter. 10% attack when using magic attacks and reduces physical attack damage received by 5%. Very nice. Also boosts her power defense by 51, her magic attack by 144. Don't know why those are switched on the little thing, but it is what it is. Very nice, damage reduction. I wish more of the characters also had damage reduction on their thing. Instead, they just hit harder. But, very nice for this character. Next up, we have Darkness. She gets the Sword of Darkness. A blade belonging to the house Destinus, passed down through the generations. It cleanly cleaves most anything if it hits its mark. Boosts her power attack by 162 and her power defense by 58. And its ability is reduces physical attack damage and magic attack damage received by 7%. Very good. However, they somehow forgot the part of the passive that says she will actually hit things, so she doesn't actually hit things, so it's like, who cares? Sorry, Darkness, you're bad. This will be very good on the Veneer Darkness that can hit things, but any other Darkness, don't make it. Next up is our boy Dust. Enchanted Edge. Power attack by 162 and dexterity by 10. Very nice. As you see, dexterity is, first one we've seen. Also, physical attack boost, variable area, I believe is 8%, when use physical attacks, and 30% if HP is below 70%. So, dust goes crazy. I'm pretty sure it means if dust is below the percentage and not the enemy, but mess around with it and we'll see that when these come out, but I'm pretty sure it's when he's below 70%. Next up is Erika, who also gets 10% to dexterity along with a 162 to power attack. Very nice. It also looks pretty funny because it's this cute dagger, but I'm gonna be real with you, it looks like a normal ass sword. Physical attack boost, same as dust. It's pretty much the same exact thing. It is what it is, they're just supposed to hit hard. From what I've seen, Erika does a better job though. Anyway, Iris. So she gets something caliber. I'm a big fan. Power attack by 165, power defense by 15. Gets a physical and super attack boost. So 8% attack when using physical attacks and a 7% attack boost when using super skills. Very nice. Very, very nice. This is probably my favorite secondary effect because it boosts your super. I call it ultimate because that's what a bunch of other games that I play call it. But when you do the cool flashy cinematic move, it does more damage. Very nice. Next up is Cosmo, who I think might have the best one just based off of its second ability. So he gets luck by 40, staple Cosmo trait. He gets power attack by 164, and he gets a 14% boost to attack when using normal attacks and a 10% super gauge fill rate. I know the normal attack is the greatest because it's just your basic move, but the super gauge boost is very, very nice. I wish it was on other characters because getting your super off real quick is very, very satisfying and can rack up the damage really, really fast. Unfortunately, Cosmo, has the normal attack to balance it out. Otherwise, it'd be really good. I still think it's good. Next up is Leah. She gets Melody Sphere. She gets her agility up by 3 instead of 2. Wow, overachiever. Power attack up by 145. She gets a 8% attack when using physical attacks and reduces magic attack and damage received by 5%. Very nice for tanking. Good for the power attack. I like this one a lot. I think it's, one of the better ones. But I think Leah is good. I haven't seen anything that is super surprising, especially on the global version. You can correct me on the JP version if there is a crazy Leah, but maybe this will make her a lot better in my eyes. Next up is Megumi. Get this one first. Okay, I'm just saying this now. Get this one first. So it's the staff name I cannot pronounce, but attack, magical attack, 168. And 20% attack when using a super skill. Basically, 20% more damage when she explosions and big damage. We get this one first. Easily the most, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess not convenient, but practical use. You're going to use this one the most in arena and other stages where you just want to do a bunch of damage and then switch into someone else. So, get this. That 20% is a lot. Next up is Melissa. Yeah, no. If someone put a gun in my head and say that name, I'll get it wrong every time. Agility up by 2. Melissa staple, agility, go fast, sonic speed. Power attack by 158, and you get a physical attack boost by 8%. Physical attacks, and 14 if the enemy has a status condition. Remember, Chris had debuffs. Status condition, poison, all that stuff is Melissa's suit. Debuffs, remember, are attack down, all that stuff. Next character, Mia. She gets a pitchfork, which gives her power attack 154 and power defense 29. She gets a 8% attack when using physical attacks and reduces physical attack damage by 5%. I don't really use Mia along with Amy, so if it's good for congrats. I'll probably never know because I'll probably never make this weapon until, down the line. But it looks pretty nice. Reduce damage, it's always cool. Alright, next up is Midsurugi, as I like to call him, because my friend kept pulling him and I think it's funny. He gets his Cursed Sword Graham with Power Attack 164 and Power Defense 29. He gets a 9% attack when using physical attacks and recovers 150 with each action taken. That's pretty nice. Maybe he's not so mid anymore. Alright, Wren gets Wizard Staff, Agility 3 and Magic Attack 145. She gets a 7% attack when using magic attacks and a 7% attack when using wind attacks. So it's another one where if she's not a Wren that uses wind, unfortunate, you know. But still nice for the characters that do have wind, but it is kind of limiting, which is unfortunate. Alright, Whiz. I like this one a lot, but I am kind of biased. I do wish that secondary effect is only magic 154, but she gets a 10% attack when using magic attacks, which is a nice boost, and occasionally absorbs 60% of damage received. That makes her so well as a tank. She heals on her basic. I don't know. That's longevity, which is very nice because she can't get healed. But I think this weapon complements the fact that she can't get healed very well. Obviously, it's not going to be as much damage as the other ones, but it does do a 10% over most of the other ones, 8%, so that is a bonus. And then the last but not least is Yun Yun. Crimson Demon Staff. Once the property of the Crimson Demon Chieftain. This staff was passed to Yun Yun. It has no name as of yet, but its owner definitely won't be asking Megumi for ideas. I think it's funny. Magic attack 164 and magic defense 15. She has a magic and light attack boost, 7% attack when using magic attacks, and 7% attack when using light attacks. Another unfortunate scenario of it's boosting the ult. Like I have the fire Yun Yun, and her ult is the only light part about her, so unfortunately we won't get the full effect, but it is still a nice addition with some nice stats. And that is all of them actually. So personally I'm doing the Whiz one first because I am biased, but I do think you should easily go for Megumi's first and then probably Melissa's, because Melissa's really good. Iris is good. Erika and Dust are good. Don't do Darkness. Don't do that to yourself. Chris is very nice. It all depends on who you use, but I generally think that Megumi, you're gonna use it regardless. So you should put that one first. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. Those are what the unique weapons do, and those are all the characters for them. Like I said, collab characters don't get them. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch y'all in the next Konosuba episode.